Alright guys, here we are at the second round of Earth Reborn Scenario 5. I moved up this turn marker to the second spot, and the score is currently 13-5 for the Salamites. So the NORADs have got some catching up to do. And it's actually the Salamites' turn. And looking at the map here, I'm just debating between either activating Jessica Hollister to take a shot at James Wu, or to get Jeff Dealer to set off that missile. So I'll have a look here. So for Jessica Hollister, I'd want high shoot, and for Jeff Dealer, I'd want high interact. So I do have both, and I think I'll go with Jessica Hollister. So here we go. I'll activate her, and the NORAD will immediately get a little worried, and we'll try to interrupt this to try and get James Wu out of there. So they do have a move that they can use during interrupt. So they will be trying to do that. So let's spend 2 on that. Now this is also something that can give the Salamite players points, so they will also bid 2. Now in the event of the tie, it's revealed, so whoever's turn it is gets to continue. So the interrupter loses. They have to bid more. So Jessica will be able to continue with her plan, and we'll take this really high shoot, attach it to her, and we'll spend 4 command points on that order section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the first one activates it. The opponent gets to check that there's line of sight, and of course there is. And so now we get to roll for targeting. So this gun here will give us 2 dice, plus another 2, so we have 4 dice, and I won't spend any of my CP on targeting, so this will be plenty. I got the automatic, so even if James Wu was a million miles away, as long as I have line of sight, this means I for sure get to do my damage roll. I also don't have any out of ammo symbols, which is very lucky. So now in terms of damage, I look at the red arc, and my red arc is facing James Wu. So in the case of the rifle bayonet, that'll give me 2 dice. Then I have 3 extra CP that I can spend to pour it on. So I'll have 5 yellow dice being rolled here to try and do some damage. Okay, so as much as it looks like a phenomenal roll, it's good. So it goes up against the D though. So we do the 2 automatic hits first, or the two critical hits first. So those are out. And then here we do damage versus armor, so we'll get 1 more damage on James Wu here. So you know what, that was a very good strike. This could have done more damage had they been hits rather than critical hits. But anyways, there's that, and still a good turn for Jess Hollister. And if she can just hit him once more. Like she has another knife symbol there. It'd be nice to go up against him again. But with 2 dice, she would have to roll. She'd have to roll well. But I think we're gonna do it. We'll do 2 shoot orders in the same turn. So here we go with our second shoot order. Second shoot order. So we're gonna do the same thing. We do line of sight, which of course is still there, and then we'll roll for targeting. So that's 4 dice. Hopefully no out of ammo, and we do have one this turn. So my gun will take a wound, and will need to be reloaded before I get to use it ever again. And now, so I passed the targeting, however, though, so I still got plenty. I only needed 1 total, so I'm going to get 2 dice, and that's all I'll get. And I'm hoping now for critical hits, or 4 total of hit marks. So I got nothing, and so James Wu will be happy about that, and he's fine and ready to go. Okay, so that's it for the Salamite turn. I'm looking at the NORADs, and I kind of want James Wu to search, but at the same time I kind of want Vasquez to kill Jeff Dealer before he plants that virus, which I know he's going to do. So how many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, then I'd have to break down the door. So I need high close combat, good movement. High close combat, good movement. And then I don't have anything to hit him with though. He's stronger than me if I don't have a good weapon. So we won't be doing that. What we're going to do instead, we'll activate James Wu, and we'll get him searching for stuff and get him off the map before he dies. So activating him, the Soundbites won't interrupt because just Hollister can only take one more command point, so it wouldn't do much good anyways. So there he is activated, and we are going to we're going to search in this space, so a high search order would be ideal. We'll do this one. So attaching this, and I'll spend all 3 command points on search. Now for James Wu, what that does is that gives him 2 black dice by default, and then the extra 2 here will give him 2 more black dice, and then because he's searching in the robot assembly workshop and he's searching actually in the building, he'll get 1 more black die. So hoping to either roll some spy points or just high search points to try and get some of the items he needs. Nice, so a strong roll, so we have 9 total search points and then a few weird things we can do. And the first thing we're going to do is flip this deck to get back to the equipment cards that we actually want. Now next thing I'm going to do, I know it's not this one, so I'm going to spend 1 of my search points to burn this card and put it on the bottom. And now I'm going to spend my spy point, because I can't remember quite where it is, to look at these top 3 cards. And now I'm looking for any of these things here. The jetpack, zombie serum, wiring plans, magnet disruptor, or the secret files. And I hope I did this right. I remember there being one here, so zombie serum, one of them. And that can only be found in the science room though, okay. I can still put that on top though, so that wouldn't be the worst. Shoot. So not as effective as I thought, because my room type here is the technical room. I can't pick this up, but I can leave this on top for another one of my players. It's not worthwhile. Okay, so far I've used 1 search point, the flip, and also the 3 here. You typically don't do this, but I'm kind of in a spot where I'm going to end up burying this card because I want to use my remaining 8 search points. So what I'm going to do instead is I'll put these back on top, and I'll now use my shuffle ability. And when you're shuffling, you can do whatever you want to the cards, and I'm going to let you guys look. I'm going to do my best not to look at what I'm doing to this deck though. So as long as all the cards keep the same facing, you can do whatever you want. And this would be done, of course, under the table. Okay, and then I'll cut the deck once I stack this all back together. So there that is, and then cut the deck, stack this on top, flip that. Nice. So totally shuffled, and that would be done under the table, and then it would be revealed like this. So unfortunately, I wasted my spy point because I lost all the knowledge that I gained, because I really want to pick something up this turn. So I accidentally flipped one of these. I still have 8 spy points, sorry, 8 spy points to go. This was like that. So 8 spy points, and I'm just going to dig and try and find something. Actually, titanium claws are pretty good. If I took this, I can try and fight back Jessica Hollister, but her armor is super powerful. So I don't think that would even be enough, so we won't be doing that. Alright, so first, our 8th search point left, 7th search point spent. Chainsaw looks cool, but ultimately not that good. Good for cutting through walls, but not that good. 6 left. 5. 4. 3. 2, man, and then 1. So I've used all my search points up, and I didn't find anything I was looking for. I took a chance by burying that zombie serum, and it clearly didn't pay off. And so that's really it for James Wu. He does have the jetpack though, so maybe he should run with that. This will only get scored once he makes it off the map. I I don't want him to die with it, but he'll be okay for now because Jessica Hollister still can't attack him very well, at least. Okay, over here on the Salamite side, we're going to be setting off that missile. And to make sure it doesn't get... we'll do that first, and then we'll... No, let's lay down this virus first. So I'll show you how to do that. So we need an interact. How good of an interact? So we do a science roll, which for him is 1 die. So a very good interact. So we'll be activating Jeff Dealer. We'll attach this, and we'll spend 4 on the interact. One, two, three, 4. Great. And I'm using that on this deadly virus. So during the activation phase, spend 1 command point. We spend 4. Make a science roll. So for him, that gives us 1 die, and then I have 3 extra command points to add to it. So that'll put us at 4. If I get 5 damage, then this deadly virus is turned on. So we got 6 there. Keep in mind this is worth 3. So we have 5 damage, so this will be turned on. So I'll grab one of these on markers, place it on the card. Now the amount of ammunition here, we only get 1 of these, so that'll be it for that. And then if you look here, it lasts for 4 final phases. So we'll just put 4 wound markers on it, and we'll take 1 off at the end of each final phase. And once it's run out, its effect will no longer happen. And its effect is that whichever room this went in is now toxic or poisoned, or is releasing poison gas, and so anyone who enters it will take 2 damage, and anyone who stays there till the end during the final phase will also take 2 damage. So 2 for entering, and 2 for remaining there at a final phase. So I'm just going to put this near the room where it took place, which is the missile room. And as a reminder, they actually have toxic tokens that I'll place in the room. So right now, anyone who walks in there is taking 2 damage, or anyone who is in there. The reason why Jeff Dealer doesn't is because he has this mask which prevents toxic gases or toxic fumes. You can see that picture actually matches this one here, so it prevents that. So great. There it is laid down, and Jeff Dealer's done a good job adding some defense to that missile, to the missiles he's trying to launch. Back to the board, we have Vasquez, who's just trying to get some weapons to try and stop Jeff Dealer from doing his evil plan. And so, do we have any search? We got some okay search, but this doesn't have movement. We'll go for it anyways. Vasquez's search is very strong, so we'll activate her. I'll attach this order tile. I'll spend 1 on movement. I'm just going to take 1 step into this room, and the reason is that this door is weaker, so when I attack, I'm going to break through this door to try and kill him. So 1 step in, and I will now spend 1 command point on the search order, which gives me 4 dice, and I have no extras. However, the armory, when you search in this room, will give you an extra die. So here we go. We will be doing a 4 dice roll here in the armory for Vasquez. So spy point and 5 search points. Okay, so I'm going to use the spy point right away, not to score, but to look at these top 3 cards, and to give myself the best gun possible. That bazooka might be effective against Jeff Dealer. Jeez. Magnet disruptor, is that one of the things I need? It is, and it's worth 8 points. So I can't pick that up in this room, and keeping in mind that my opponent can't see what I'm doing right now. So what I'd do is I would bury it so that he doesn't search and bury it on me. And then I know if I can get to either an office section or a technical room, all I need is 1 search point to move this card and reveal my magnetic disruptor, which costs 3. So I'm going to hide that, and then I'm going to take this bazooka, which is just amazing. And that costs 2 search points, and of course I have 5 here left over. And so I'll take that, and that for taking a card, that'll end my search. Sweet. Good job, Vasquez. Tell you what, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna push our luck a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just really want to shoot the bazooka is all that's happening right now. So the debate is, do I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shoot at that door? Yeah, that's exactly what I do. So I'll spend a movement point on Vasquez. She'll keep running here. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to shoot the bazooka at this door. So I'll spend... Vasquez can only take 5 command points, unfortunately. So I'll only be spending... Do I need it for the targeting? You get 5 dice. Okay, so I'll spend 2 dice here, or 2 command points on the shoot order. And so so for targeting, we got so sorry. When there's a finite ammunition, the shot actually has to go through, so it has to land in terms of targeting. So I won't put a wound on yet. I'll first do the targeting, which I have 2 dice for here, 2 dice for here, and I only need to go 1 space to hit this door. So 1 space to hit the door on 4 dice. And out of ammo symbols don't affect weapons with finite ammunition. So that doesn't matter. The critical hit means it would have made it from anywhere. So it's going through. And now for damage against that door, we get 5 dice, because that's what I was aiming for. And that'll be my main section right there. So 5 dice. And this is going to seem a bit chaotic, because I'm going to spend an extra one to give me a 6, and what's crazy about it is that it's going to hit me as well, but they'll all be individual rolls. So right now we're doing that center red zone, 6 dice against this door to try and break it in. And all this is just to try and stop Jeff Dealer. So plenty. So 7. So that's enough to blow up this door and get rid of it, and it's not blocking anything, so I'll move it from the game. Now because I blocked that door, the explosion will go through here. And so I'll roll against Jeff Dealer, which will be 6 dice because he's in a red zone. So Jeff Dealer up against 6 dice. Let's see how he holds up. He has a low armor. Here we go. Oh, Jeff. Jeff. Okay, so 3 automatic hits. So that goes through right away. And we'll actually flip him to his weak side. Right? Because his health is 3 automatic hits, so he's flipped to his weak side where his armor is only 2. And now we have 6 here up against 2 defense, so 6 minus the 2 is 4. So that was actually a 1-turn wipeout. So Jeff Dealer's dead, and what we'll do is we'll take his equipment. We'll take his equipment and his character card there. His equipment will remain turned on. And we're going to replace his figure on the board with a marker. So Jeff Dealer. So she did it. She stopped the missiles from going off. However, she's not in the clear yet. So she replaced him with his body, and that's a placeholder basically for picking up equipment. And also he can be brought back as a zombie as well if the zombie serum's found. Okay, so continuing on. So unfortunately, Vasquez is actually in one of these squares that can be hit as well, so we're going to roll for her as well. And honestly, it was worth it. The risk was worth it, I'd say. So here we go, 6 dice. Will she suffer the same fate from her own bullet? Oh, wow. So a painful roll, that's for sure. So we got 2 criticals going straight through. And then we have her armor up against what's left. So 7 minus 3, so that'll be 4 more hits. So 1 more damage here, and then 3 more on the other side, which is 2 and 2. So Vasquez will actually also die, as will her bazooka, which will go down with one shot taken on it. So we will replace her body, or her character as well. With the marker. Now other things I have to do, I have to roll for this wall as well, which is also in the red zone, so let's do that. 6 dice. You need a 10 to break the wall. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this wall here is broken. So I don't have a broken wall token accessible, so I'm going to put a wound on it, which isn't proper, but in the box there are actual ones. And I also have to roll for this wall, so I'll do that now. We need 10. Nope. I'm going to roll for this wall, also in the red zone, so another 6. 2, 4, 6, 9. So no again. So that's my red zones, these 3. This got broken through, so this is also in the red zone, right? It was a T. So this is also going to be 10 dice, or 6 dice, 10 damage. 2, 4, 10, yeah, 13. So I'll put another wound. And again, there are actual broken wall markers that you can use instead. Red, and then this will also be, these 2 walls will be for, also rolled for in the red zone. So 6 dice against that wall. 4, 7, 8, 9, so no. And then that other wall, also in the red zone. 6, 8, 10, so another broken wall. A lot of damage by this bazooka. So there's the T-shaped, all those walls have been accounted for. And then in the orange zone we have this wall here, this double wall. So we'll roll for those, and that'll be, going to the card that I discarded, that'll be 3 dice plus the additional, so 4. So 3's not enough. 3's not enough here. This, I guess the missiles here are going to actually take a hit as well. So they're in the red zone just at the end here. So we'll roll 6 dice up against that red zone. We'll see how that goes. 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's actually enough to break this. There's a 6 damage threshold on those missiles. They have been blown up. So those are out. And what else? And I think we've done everything in the arc. We've done this wall. Yeah. We've done these walls. Yeah, that's it. So that's the effect of shooting a bazooka from a space away. 2 deaths and just 2 deaths and missiles though are done. So no points there for the Salamites. Now, technically, Vasquez did die. It was from her own hand, but her character has been killed. So I'm actually going to give the Salamite players 5 points for the objective to kill each NORAD. So they'll go up 5 more. But still a hilariously heroic thing that Vasquez just did. I won't continue to play the scenario. I think you guys get the idea of the search order. So what I would do if I were to continue, I'd have Kendall here use his laptop again for another 4 points. Then I'd have Nick Bolter search in the room, in a room where there is there's office quarters here, and there he is able to pick up the magnetic disruptor that we found, officer sections. So I'd have him search. He'd burn the first one, then he'd spend the next 3 points to pick up the magnetic disruptor. I'd give it to James Wu. Is that within his weight allowance? 4. He's got 2 here, and this would be 2. Yeah, so James Wu would have 4 weight total, and I'd get him to run off the map. And he would boost the team there by 13, the NORADs by 13, so that would pretty much tie up the game. Yeah, so anyways, that's what I would have done, but I don't want this video to be too lengthy. So hopefully you understand how you search. Feel free to ask me any questions, and your comments are always welcome, and so is your feedback. Thanks for watching.